Good day to everyone. In this video, we will attempt to analyze the audio recording of a grade 5 pupil reading an English text. We will try to look at any reading miscues like mispronunciations, omissions, substitutions, repetitions, insertions, and if the child has successfully corrected himself or not after the sample read aloud. The student is currently in his 5th grade and he will read the text entitled The Islands of Paradise by Richard Gula.
The Islands of Paradise by Richard Gula. The Philippines is a sovereign state in archipelagic Southeast Asia and is home to an amazing collection of over 7,640 islands spanning more than 300,000 square kilometers of territory. These islands are divided into their rayons, namely Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Luzon is the largest and the most populous in island in the Philippines, which is considered the 15th largest island in the world. It is the nation center for economy and politics, being home to the country big factories and government national office introducing the Malacanang place. It is also the home of mountains, terrains, pictures, volcanoes, numerous lakes, rivers, and plains. Visayas is the smallest region in terms of land area in the central part of the archipelago. It is the home to major Philippine religious of cultural festival such as Atihan, Dinagyang Sinulog, Pintados, and Mascara. It is also known for its famous landmark such as the Chocolate Hills on Bohol, San Josephine Bridge of Leyte, and the island of Boracay. Mindanao is the second largest among the three islands in the southernmost part of the Philippines. It is the main contributor to the country's gross domestic product. GDP in terms of agriculture, fishing, forest. Mindanao is known to be the home of the Philippines eagle and the king of the fruits, which is the durian. All three islands are defined by their unique location, culture, and custom. The Philippines is a need paradise in its true sense.
If we can remember from the audio recording, the student commits oral reading miscues, and these are the following.
The Islands of Paradise by Richard Gula.
The learner has inserted an S sound when he starts to mention the author's name.
The Philippines is a sovereign state in archipelagic.
The learner mispronounces the words sovereign as sovereign, state as states, and archipelagic as archipelagic.
Southeast Asia and is home to an amazing collection of over 7,640 islands spanning more than 300,000 square kilometers of territory.
The learner has substituted the words over as overs and islands as island. The learner has also inserted por in between the words spanning and more.
This is this island are divided into their rayons, namely Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
The student has substituted two words for this particular line. He substituted the words there for tree and rayons for regions. The learner also attempts to self-correct but is unsuccessful in pronouncing the words these islands.
Luzon is the largest and the most populous in island.
The student has repeated the word populous and inserted the word in between populous and island. He also attempts to self-correct and was successful in pronouncing the word island.
In the Philippines, which is considered the 15th largest island in the world.
The student has mispronounced is considered as conquered.
It is the nation center for economy and politics, being home to the country.
The reader mispronounces the words countries as country, governments as government, and offices as office. The reader is also successful in self-correction after two attempts in pronouncing the words to the.
Big factories and government national office in introducing the Malacanang place.
The student was unsuccessful in self-correction in pronouncing the word including. The student has also substituted the words place for palace.
It is also the home of mountains, terrains, pictures, volcanoes, numerous lakes, rivers, and plains.
The student substituted the word mountains for mountainous. The student has also mispronounced numerous as numerous, lakes as leaks, and plains as plains. The student was unsuccessful in self-correction in pronouncing the word picturesque, but was successful in correcting himself in pronouncing the word terrains.
Visayas is the smallest region in terms of land area.
The student has mispronounced the word terms as is terms.
In the central part of the archipelago, it is the home to major Philippine religious of cultural festival.
The reader was unsuccessful in pronouncing religious after two attempts. However, the reader got the correct pronunciation for the word cultural after two attempts. The reader has also mispronounced festivals as festival.
Such as atihan, dinagyang sinulog, pintados, and mascara. It is also known for its famous landmark such as the Chocolate Hills on Bohol, San Rasobil Bridge of Leyte, and the island of Boracay.
The learner mispronounces the words known as know, it for its, landmark for landmarks, and on for off. Apart from mispronunciation, the learner has also substituted the words reservoir for Wanico and ridge for bridge.
Mindanao is the second largest among the three islands in the southernmost part of the Philippines. It is the main contributor to the country's gross domestic product.
The student mispronounces the words islands as island, in as ins, southernmost as southernmost, and domestic as domestic.
G- GDP in terms of agriculture, fishing, forest,
The learner was successful in correcting himself in pronouncing the abbreviation GDP after 2 attempts. The learner has also substituted forest for the word forestry and mispronounces etc. as et.
Mindanao is known to be the home of the Philippines eagle.
In this sentence, the learner mispronounces known as no and Philippine as Philippines.
And the king of the fruits, which is the durian. All three islands are defined by their unique location, culture, and custom. The Philippines is a need paradise in its true sense.
The reader was unsuccessful in pronouncing the words all three islands after 2 attempts. He has also mispronounced defined as defined, unique as unikyo, and indeed as I need. The reader has also omitted the word in the last sentence of the paragraph.